I had never told her how I felt about it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I'd never talked to Sarah about how I felt about having, you know, a child with Joubert syndrome. Our focus is on getting to the doctor's appointments and making the logistics work and doing all you can to stay on top, but forgetting to connect with the person that's taking on all of that. That can take a toll.
Before I had kids, I was always like, yeah, include everyone. Everyone should be included. But now that I have a kiddo that may have challenges to being included, now it's like, okay, how do we actually make that happen? How does that look? Like, what do you actually have to do? When we got her diagnosis, we found out 2 weeks before she was due, and they're like, you need to have an end-of-life plan just in case. She defied a lot, and she's doing really well, but she's been in therapy like at least twice a week since she's been home from the hospital. Can you pour some in here? Pour some in here. Forrest is not as communicative about this kind of thing, where I'm like, I cry all the time. But I mean, not about this project. It was a really nice process because Forrest and I could talk about it without getting intense, because it was like positive and exciting and creative, and I didn't want it to be like, oh, it's a benefit, or like, oh, here's someone who was born with something that's going to be challenging. And at the end, everything I wanted from it turned out.
Having this event, or having spent the time to plan the event with others, and then see the response that we had, put me better in touch with how she feels, put me better in touch with how I feel. It forced those conversations. And if there's something that I'm taking away that's probably the most significant, it's being closer to my partner. The event and the build up to it has shaped us in a way that wouldn't have otherwise. We see that there are other people in the community that kind of have that same vision that we do.